Hello, everyone, and welcome into Wildcat Gym as we have the second game of a doubleheader. As this one involves Nevada Community coming in to play the Lady Cats. The Lady Cats just a few minutes ago, a little over 20 minutes ago, defeated Pleasant Grove in a tremendous match, 3-2, and that one just went right down to the wire. In fact, at one point I thought that the Lady Cats had lost that match, but on that fateful point, Pleasant Grove was called for a violation, and that tied the score, and then the Lady Cats went on to win that one in very tight fashion. That was, let's see, that was 16-14. Nevada Community, they've got some tall ones over there on their team. We've got their entire roster and got it confirmed by one of some of their personnel. They're coached by Ashley Pruitt. They have a 20-6 record. The Lady Cats are 24-6. So these are two very, very good volleyball teams. I think Community is a Class 3A school, if I had to guess. But I wouldn't bet on it. I'm not all that familiar with them. I need Coach Alex Guerra, a Wildcats defensive coordinator, because he was the defensive coordinator at Nevada Community before Greg Owens hired him to replace the irreplaceable, of course, Tristan Abram. Just one of a kind. Boy, that's one of those molds they threw away once that happened. I hope Tristan is enjoying himself as the head coach at Paul Pewitt. And we are certainly enjoying having Coach Alex Guerrera. He's been a very positive. He told me something today I really did not expect. I was expecting a take that I was used to hearing, and he provided a different take. It was about synergy between offense and defense and how sometimes the teams feed off each other. But it's almost like sometimes they're waiting for that to happen. He said, well, we need to work on that. He said, we need to have them playing hard all the time. And whether or not, the defense playing hard all the time, whether the offense is having big moments or not. And that's that kind of fresh blood that Coach Owens likes. Lexi Wisenhunt will get us going here against Nevada Community, and they put it over the Lady Braves. The Lady Cats get it back. Everybody's wearing blue, as you can see. And there's a shot blocked, but Autumn Tanton sends it back over. The Braves set up the net. It's blocked and went out of bounds. So a point for the Braves, Lady Braves. Like I said during the first game, we've become the home of the Braves, or at least some of them. Some of their fans are here. They lead 1-0. And they're getting ready to serve. And it's over, hit by Stroud. Wisenhunt will set to Autumn Tanton. She gets it over. The Lady Braves, hit it into the net, and we're tied at 1 here in set 1. And that'll bring Sadie Stroud serving. Homecoming queen. Over the net it goes. Lady Braves return it. Coach Neal doing the flag work, and he said it was long, and I agree. That's from where I looked at it. Lady Cats lead 2-1. That was close. Sadie Stroud with another serve. Gets it over. They'll set up the net, and the shot blocked there by Tanton or Vickery. And they both pat each other on the back there. 3-1. And Stroud with another serve for the Lady Cats. A good one. The Lady Braves get it over. Popped up Vickery over to Wisenhunt. And Sadie Washburn finished. She hit it off the Lady Braves net people, and it stayed on their side. Lady Cats have roared out to a 4-1 start here. Sadie Stroud with another serve, a good one. Lady Braves up near the net. They get it over. Hit up high in the air, Wisenhunt. Stroud high in the air to Vickery, and she'll get it over. Back up to the net, hit across. McElfresh dug it, and then nobody else could get to it. Stroud with a real big effort and a dive to try to get to it. You got to admire that kind of effort. That's why you like Sadie as an athlete, because she will give that kind of effort, whether she's in left field or whether or not she's on the volleyball court. Here's a serve by the Lady Braves. Second shot for the Lady Cats, and a good shot hit inside the line by Vickery. So a kill by Maddie Vickery. And the Lady Cats up 5-2 with Autumn Tanton serving. And Autumn serve on the way. Lady Braves set up the net. Blocked though, blocked out of bounds by Vickery. Point for Nevada Community. Lady Cats leading 5-3. And off the bench to serve for the Lady Braves. A big old number 14 on the back of that uniform there for Chaley Rivas. So Rivas with a serve. Gets it over. Dug by Stroud. Wisenhunt pops it over. Lady Braves keep it alive. Set up the net. Blocked by the Lady Cats. The Lady Braves return it. Hit by Sadie Washburn. Wisenhunt high in the air. Vickery got it over. Lady Braves. Set sideways too much into the scorers table, and Lady Cats pick up the point. They lead 6-3. And checking in off the bench to serve is Maddie Millsap, the lefty. Of course, the true first lefty to me will always be Whitey Ford from my childhood days of liking the New York Yankees back in those days with Mickey Mantle and bunch, Yogi Berra. And the lefty was Whitey Ford. What a great pitcher, especially World Series time. But Maddie Millsap also the lefty. We have a coach's question. Looks like Ashley Pruitt is over there talking to the officials down on the floor. And head coach is now, I won't say satisfied. I'd never say that after a conversation with the official. But if she had her say, I would think, and did it in a civilized manner, and that's what the officials want. There's a good serve by Maddie Millsap. Second shot by the Lady Braves, and over it goes. Maddie Millsap dived for it. That would have been very close to out, but Maddie thought it was going to be in, and she was probably right. It's 6-4 now. And Nevada Community serving, trailing the Lady Cats by 2 points. And that serve, a good one, hit by Tanton. Wisenhunt will set up Sydney Washburn, and had a double hit on one of the Lady Cats, I think on the setup to Sydney. And Lady Cats lead over Nevada Community now 6-5 here in set one. Serve is good, hit by Millsap. Wisenhunt and over by Sadie Stroud. Nicely done, kind of a scramble job, but Nevada Community shot blocked, but they keep it alive. They'll try again, feather it over, and they feathered it over those blockers and put it into an open spot. And Sydney Washburn picking herself gingerly off the floor. I think she's okay. We're tied at 6. Nevada Community serve, hit by Millsap. Wisenhunt will turn and fire, and it went out of bounds. It was wide, and Nevada Community takes their, well, it's not their first lead. They led 1-0. But their first lead since 1-0, they now lead 7-6. Lady Braves serve, hit by Tanton. Wisenhunt sets up Sydney Washburn, and that one did not clear the net. It did. It got blocked right back on the Lady Cats side. Nevada Community up 8-6 here in set one. Another serve on the way, hit by Tanton. Wisenhunt will set it up to Sadie Washburn. She blasted away. It was wide, just missed the sideline. Nevada Community has now scored 6 straight points, and they went from 6-3 to 9-6. Serve on the way, hit by Tanton. And, it went too far, and Nevada Community just buried it back on the Lady Cats side. They've now scored 7 straight points, and Nevada Community leading 10-6. This young lady wearing out the service line. Over it goes, hit by Millsap. Wisenhunt will pop it back to Sadie Washburn. She hammers it over. Ball set up near the net, pushed over. Sadie Washburn high in the air. Wisenhunt back to Sadie, and oh, a nice finish. That one was inside the court. Good finish by Sadie Washburn. And the Lady Cats back to within 3 now at 10-7. And now serving for the Lady Cats is Sadie Washburn. Just had the kill and good serve. And the Lady Braves way over by the bench area got it back across. Wisenhunt pops it up. Sadie pops it up. Sadie Washburn. And Millsap got it over. Lady Braves set it up. Oh, but the lady hammered it into the net. Didn't get a very good setup. And that was hammered in there by Emma Winford. Lady Cats back to within 10-8. They're down by 2. Sadie Washburn. Oh, that went across the back line. The libero back there for Community. That was Caitlin Beasley let that one go. And a point for the Lady Braves. They lead 11-8 here in set 1. There's a serve. Hit by Tanton. Wisenhunt sets it up. Sydney Washburn hit back on the Lady Cat side. They keep it alive and get it over to Abby Bayer. And she hit that line again. She likes to go right down that line. She's over on that left side. And they will figure that out. And just like Pleasant Grove did, and they'll start trying to take that line away from her, or she will just kill you over there. Lady Cats down by 2, 11-9. And Taylor McElfresh now serving. Good serve by Taylor. And over it goes. Lady Cats could not dig it off the floor. Point for Nevada Community. And they're up 12-9. They would be the fresher of the two. The Lady Cats played a grueling 5-setter before this one. Lainey Smith now serving for the Lady Braves. Over it goes, hit by Sadie Stroud. Wisenhunt sets up Autumn Tanton. She blasted away, but the Lady Braves kept it alive and return it. Hit off Stroud. Wisenhunt high in the air. Abby Bayer hammers it over. Lady Braves keep it alive. This third shot will have to go over, and does. Hit by Millsap high in the air. Wisenhunt, Bayer, and point for the Lady Cats. I think she hit it off some Lady Braves, and it will point for the Lady Cats, and they're down by 2 at 12-10 with Lexi Wisenhunt serving. It's a good serve. Second shot by the Lady Braves, and over. It went off net, people, for the Lady Cats and settled onto their court. Nevada Community leading 13-10 here in set 1. And now serving is Emma Winford. She pops it over, hit by Bayer. Wisenhunt sets up Tanton, and she hit it off the libero for Community, who's Caitlin Beasley. Lady Cats down by 2, 13-11, and Sadie Stroud serving. I feel like it's been a while since the Lady Cats been in the lead. There's Sadie's serve. Ooh, it just went across the top of the net. Returned by Community. Stroud high in the air. Wisenhunt will set it up. Vickery, she hammers it. Lady Braves keep it alive. They hustle and get it back across, and somebody got under the net, I believe, and it's going to be a Lady Cat violation. And so Nevada Community is up now 14-11 here in set 1. And Lady Braves with a serve. They pop it over. Stroud pops it up. Wisenhunt will go ahead and dump it over. Lady Braves keep it alive and return it. Ooh, it went off of Vickery and then went up into the stands here to our left. Nevada Community leading 15-11. And serving again now for Nevada Community will be Nicole Parham. P-A-R-H-A-M. There's a serve. Hit by Sadie Washburn. Wisenhunt sets up Autumn Tanton, and she hammered it off too, Lady Braves, but they returned it. Boy, what a nice return. Wisenhunt sets up Tanton with a left hand, but they said, nope, we didn't like that little shot of yours, Lexi. That was called not a clean hit, according to the officiating crew. Nevada Community leads 16-11. Timeout taken, Justin Manus, here in set 1 with Nevada Community leading the Lady Cats 16-1. We'll take the break with them, and we'll be back in a moment. Well, back to play here, and we now have all four professional members of the officiating crew. I think they got through in the auxiliary gym. Nevada Community serving. They're up 16-11. And there's their serve. Stroud pops it up. Wisenhunt will set up the net to Sadie Washburn. Her shot blocked. Lady Cats keep it alive. They'll set it up to Vickery, and she hit it off of a net player from Nevada Community. A point for the Lady Cats as they stop the bleeding there. Lady Cats still trail 16-12, and Autumn Tanton now serving for the Lady Cats. Gets it over. Lady Braves set it up, and they set it back actually from the net, and kind of looked like it fooled the young lady. She got one fist on it, but it didn't clear the net. Lady Cats down by 3 now, 16-13. Wait a minute, that went the other way. So it must have been an illegal hit on the Lady Cats. Nevada Community now leading 16-12. They're going to replay the point for some reason. Autumn Tanton gets it back across. Maybe an inadvertent whistle or something. There's a shot too long by Nevada Community. And now the Lady Cats do get that point that I gave them credit for a while ago. They're down 16-13. Maddie Millsap in to serve. Here's Millsap's serve on the way. It's a good one. Nevada Community will set it up toward the net and went off a Lady Cats net player, stayed on their side. Nevada Community now with a 4-point lead at 17-13. This team is a 20-win season, or 20-win team. They're 20-6. So they're not flukes out here. They're good players. There's a serve hit by Millsap. Wisenhunt sets it up. Sadie Washburn. Oh, what a big kill by Sadie. She really hammered that down to the floor. And like I say, she does not get cheated. She hits the ball uniformly very, very hard. There is no soft over the net for her. She hits everything like a ton of bricks. And that was a real good kill. Splinters still flying everywhere. There's Sadie Washburn's serve. Lady Braves will set up the net and get it across. And Autumn Tanton got one hand on it. That's all she could do. And point for Nevada Community. And somehow I missed one of their points. Scoreboard has him up 19-14. I had him 18-14. But one of the coaches or somebody will determine if that is correct, and if not, they'll correct it. There's a serve, Nevada Community. Millsap gets it up, and Wisenhunt got it over to Abby Bear, who put it across. Now blocked by the Lady Cats. I think Wisenhunt got that. She was right there with Sydney Washburn. And the Lady Cats down by 4 now, 19-15. And now serving Taylor McElfresh. I don't know how I missed that point. McElfresh serve. Second shot, Lady Braves, and over it goes. Millsap popped it up. Stroud will send it up toward Abby Bayer, and no wonder Abby hit that across the line. There was a whistle in her ear right before she hit it, but it didn't matter. There was already a hitting violation. And Nevada Community's got the Lady Cats in trouble here real quickly in the first set. They're up 20-15, threatening to jump out into the lead. Lady Braves serve, hit by Stroud. Wisenhunt will set up Autumn Tanton, and a nice kill by Autumn. Nobody could get to. Lady Cats down by 4, 20-16. And Lexi Wisenhunt back to the top of the order as far as the service goes. Lexi Wisenhunt, as I've said before, always the first choice for serving for the Lady Cats. Gets it over. And the Lady Braves return it. McElfresh high in the air. Wisenhunt will set up Vickery. Her shot blocked. She kept it alive. And Wisenhunt got it to Autumn Tanton. Didn't quite make it over, but then Autumn got it back and put it over. Lady Braves return it across the back line. The Lady Cats are down by 3 now at 20-17. Another serve coming, Wisenhunt. Boy, that was a heck of a rally. Had some good ones in this one. They were all night long. Good teams here tonight. Oh, a serve into the net. That always hurts, but especially when you get closer to 25. Emma Winford now serving for the Lady Braves. She got it over Lady Cats. Second shot, and Stroud will get it over. Lady Braves will set up the net. And Sadie Stroud, all she could do was get one fist on it as she dived for it. And Nevada Community with a big 5-point lead now at 22-17. With kind of a tired Lady Cats team, these Lady Braves could make short work of them if the Lady Cats can't figure out a way to get their second win here. There's a serve by the Lady Braves. Wisenhunt will set up Tanton, and she got it right in the corner, right in front of the official. I've seen him do basketball games in this gym. He's a flag official for this one. Lady Cats down by 4 now, 22-18 with Sadie Stroud to serve. Lady Braves set up the net, got it over. Wisenhunt digs. Stroud will pop it up. Sadie Washburn, oh, what a big finish. My goodness. She's had 2 incredible finishes in this one. It even got a smile on her face there. You have to enjoy that. That had to feel very, very good. Lady Cats down now 22-19 with Stroud with the serve. Lady Braves set it up and got it over. Dig by Wisenhunt. Stroud will pop it up to Vickery, and Maddie Vickery hammered it. The Lady Braves keep it alive and returned it. Wisenhunt got it back across. Lady Braves scrambling a little bit. This third shot will have to go over. It did, but it went out, and I did not see a deflection call. Lady Cats are down by 2 now at 22-20, and Sadie Stroud continues to serve. Timeout taken by the Nevada Community coach. She's Ashley Pruitt, as the Lady Cats have pulled back to within 2 at 22-20 here in set 1. We'll take the break with them, and we'll be back in a moment. Sadie Stroud getting ready to continue her serving here. Quite a good string here, and she got this one over. Lady Braves will again set up the net, and off of Stroud. Wisenhunt, set it up very closely to the net, but again, they did not like the setup. So they called it a double hit. They've been all over her tonight. They're sticklers. 23-20, Nevada Community now leads by 3. Their serve, a good one. Off McElfresh. Wisenhunt will set it up. Autumn Tanton blasted away. Lady Braves keep it alive, set up the net. Good dig by Sadie Washburn. Wisenhunt and over by Autumn Tanton. And then Nevada Community cannot get it back. Not back over anyway. Lady Cats down by 2, 23-21. Autumn Tanton serving for the Lady Cats. McElfresh checks out. Please Sydney Washburn just checked back in. And Autumn Tanton serve a good one. And the Lady Braves return it. Good dig by Wisenhunt, but it was actually, she dug it back across the net, and Nevada Community jumped up and picked up the point, and they now have set point as they are ahead of the Lady Cats 24-21. And back to try to serve it out here is Chaley Rivas. Let's see, Chaley, she's a senior on this team, her serve off of Sadie Washburn. Wisenhunt sets up Maddie Vickery, and she got a deflection as it was heading toward the back line, and Lady Cats are back to within 2 now, 24-22. And Maddie Millsap off the bench to serve for the Lady Cats. Lady Cats trying to get a big comeback here in this set 1. Maddie serve on the way. And popped up to the net and blocked by the Lady Cats. No, that is actually it. The Lady Cats could not get it back across, and so that's going to do it for set 1. And Nevada Community will win set 1, and they'll take a 1-0 lead against the Lady Cats after winning set 1 25-22. So set 2 coming up. I'll have a break in between, and we'll be back with set number 2. And Nevada Community leading 1-0 right after this break. Now teams are back on the court. And we get ready to get underway here in set number 2. Right now the coach, Ashley Pruitt, is talking to one of her players. That would be Nicole Parham, the right side hitter. Now, Nevada Community will be serving. first here in this set 2. They won that first set 25-22. And back to serve for them is Lainey Smith. She's a junior, listed at 5'8". And Lainey serve, a good one, hit by Millsap. Wisenhunt sets it up, and Autumn Tanton blast away, but Lady Braves keep it alive. Lady Cats will set up the net, and Erica Van Bentham puts in her first appearance of the season. And Erica Van Bentham just got her first kill. She kind of snuck in on me there, and she's got a big smile on her face. I know she is so glad to be back. She tweaked an ankle. She's been out since the second day of practice. She has missed 30 games or something, but she's in there now. The serve for the Lady Cats was into the net. We're tied at 1. And here's the Lady Braves serve, hit by McElfresh. Wisenhunt will set up Vickery, and a hitting violation on the Lady Cats, so they're down 2-1 here in set 2. Served by the Lady Braves, hit by Wisenhunt, and that one went up into the scorers table. The Beta Community leading 3-1 here. Not a very good start for the Lady Cats. Serving, by the way, is Emma Winford. She's a 5'8" senior. Gets it over. Oh, McElfresh could not handle that. Boy, the Lady Cats just look out of sync out there. They're down 4-1. And Winford with another serve. Oh my, served that into the net. Good grief. Lady Cats back to within 4-2. And Sadie Stroud back to serve. And Stroud serve on the way, a good one. Second shot by the Lady Braves, and a shot blocked, but they returned it nicely. Ball is set up to Vickery, and she hammered it off one of their players, and to the back wall it goes. Lady Cats down by 1, now 4-3. Again, the Lady Braves won the first one, 25-22. Stroud with another serve for the Lady Cats. And gets it over. Ball up near the net. And there was the old grab and double hit instead of the clean hit. And these officials have been sticklers from the word go tonight at 4:30. They have not changed. 4-4, there's Stroud serve. It's went too far. The Lady Cats tried to make them pay, but the Lady Braves returned it. Wisenhunt gets a dig. High in the air, Stroud, and over by McElfresh. Ball up near the net for the Lady Braves. Oh, a nice finish. Just hit inside the sideline for a good point. And Lady Braves back up 5-4. And serving now will be Nicole Parham. And gets it over. Getting off McElfresh. Wisenhunt will set it up toward Kate Womack, who's now in there. Lady Braves return it. Good dig by Kate. Wisenhunt gets it back over to Vickery. Lady Braves scrambling, and they couldn't get it back across the net. We're tied at 5. Nice, a couple of nice plays by Kate Womack in there. And Vickery with a real nice finish there right along the net. There's serve by Autumn Tanton. Lady Braves set up the net, and they hit it too hard. One hop into Justin Manus, Lady Cats coach. Lady Cats up 6-5. And Tanton with another serve coming. Gets it over. Lady Braves set up the net, and it went off of somebody for the Lady Cats and went toward the back wall. We're tied at 6. The Lady Cats 2 in a row here tonight, and they played a grueling 5-setter against Pleasant Grove that went all the way to 17-15, I believe, in that 5th set. The Lady Braves serve hit by Stroud. Wisenhunt and over by Kate Womack. Lady Braves set up the net, get it across, dig by Tanton. Wisenhunt will set it back to Autumn, and she got it back across. Lady Braves' third hit is over, dug by Wisenhunt, but it went up into the scores table. And the Lady Braves are back out in front 7-6. And Shaylee Rivas serving for the Lady Braves. Serve on the way. Tanton pops it up. Wisenhunt will set up the net, but they didn't like Lexi's setup. Another two-shot violation. And Nevada Community up 8-6. Serve on the way. Stroud pops it up. Wisenhunt sets it up. Oh, and Sydney Washburn couldn't get it over the net. Lady Cats making lots of unforced errors. They look like a tired volleyball team to me. They're up. They're down 9-6. There's a serve by Rivas off of Stroud. Wisenhunt pops it up. Tanton returned it. Lady Braves will set up the net again. Went off of another Lady Cat player, and Nevada Community up 10-6. Coach Manus now delivering a message, trying to position his players in a little bit different place. They trail here in set 2, 10-6, and they're down in sets 1-0. There's a Rivas serve off of Womack. Popped up in the air, Wisenhunt, and Womack returned it. Lady Braves turn and throw it back over. And this is the third shot. Vickery gets it back across. Lady Braves keep it alive. Set up the net. Stroud pops it up and over by Wisenhunt. Tanton over to Wisenhunt and back to Vickery. She hit it across the back line. Nevada Community up 11-6. And Justin Manus has seen enough. He'll call timeout. So Nevada Community leading in set 2, 11-6. They won the first one 25-22. Let's take a break here and we'll be back in a moment. Both teams back now in set 2. Nevada Community leading 11-6, and they won the first set. A serve for them, and hit by Stroud went backwards, but Tanton pops it up, and over it goes Sydney Washburn. Lady Braves will set up the net. They like to go to that side. One hit by the Lady Cats, second by Tanton, and over by Wisenhunt. Now the Lady Braves set it up. Blocked by the Lady Cats. The Lady Braves keep it alive, return it off of Wisenhunt. Stroud sets it up to Vickery. Her shot blocked and then hit off of her. Point for the Lady Braves. They lead 12-6. They have scored the last 7 points since it was 6-5. And now it's 6-12. They got that serve across. Wisenhunt pops it up. And Vickery hit it off of their net players. Point for the Lady Cats. It stops the bleeding. And it's now 12-7 as Maddie Millsap checks in to serve for the Lady Cats. Currently ranked number 24, according to the latest poll. Maddie Millsap serve. Lady Braves get it back on the Lady Cat side, and then was right up in the net, and the Lady Braves finished it off. And they now lead 13-7. And back to serve now. I believe this is Reagan Pendle. And Tanton to Wisenhunt and over by Kate Womack. Ball sets to the side. And that went off Maddie Millsap and ended up 10 rows in the stands. My goodness, that was a blast. Maddie Millsap, I think, deflected most of that, but that was a big-time hit. Nevada Community up 14-7 here in set 2. Look like this is going to be a quick one. There's a serve. Autumn Tanton. Wisenhunt pops it up. Kate Womack across the back line. Nevada Community up 15-7. And Reagan Pendle with a serve. Millsap pops it up. Wisenhunt pops it up, and over it goes Tanton. Ball up near the net. The Lady Braves set it up, punch it over, high in the air there for the Lady Cats. The third hit. Sydney Washburn shot got blocked. This is a horror show here. 16-7. And Pendle's serve. Lady Cats' third shot over there by Autumn Tanton. Lady Braves set it up, feather it over. Wisenhunt, nice shot to get it back over. Lady Braves, oh, that was in. It hit right in front of the back line. The Lady Braves playing very, very well. And the Lady Cats look like a tired volleyball team that played a tough 5-setter before this one. And playing a team, they cannot match their energy. Pendle serve. Tanton to Wisenhunt, and Sydney Washburn with a finish for the Lady Cats. And that'll make it 17-8. And Kate Womack is now back to serve. Erica Van Bentham now back in there. Kate Womack serve. Lady Braves' third shot is over. Hit by Millsap. Wisenhunt over to Sydney Washburn. That hit in. Oh, that just hit in on the sideline. And the Lady Cats are now back to within 8 at 17-9. Another serve coming, Kate Womack. And Kate's jump serve on the way. Lady Braves' second hit, and miss hit. And the score is now 17-10, Nevada Community leading. Another serve coming for Womack. Serve on the way. Lady Braves up near the net. They punch it over. Lady Cats, good dig. They set up the net, and Sydney Washburn puts it over. Lady Braves set up the net. Oh, and Nevada Community could not finesse that one over. Oh, and they're going to say some kind of a net violation or something on the Lady Cats. When it rains, it pours. Sometimes the calls go the other way, too. So this is a complete effort now. 18-10. A net violation against the Lady Cats, and they're down here in set 2, 18-10. Libero now serving for Lady Braves. Gets it over. Millsap pops it up. Wisenhunt sets it toward Erica Van Bentham. She gets it across. There's a ball up to the net across. Stroud hits it. Wisenhunt pops it high in the air. Erica Van Bentham with a strong hit. Nevada Community dumps it back over. The Lady Cats keep it alive. Oh, Sydney Washburn trying to get it over that net. Could not. Nevada Community leading 19-10. Wait a minute there. Looks like an injury here. Young lady being helped to the bench area. Did not see that happen. Was following the ball, and so hopefully not too serious. But you hate to see anybody have the injury. We mentioned Erica Van Bentham with a turned ankle, and she's missed 30 games. So that was August the 2nd she was injured, so she's missed over a month. It looks like this is an ankle too, I believe. That's where trainer Neal, who is a former trainer who's now a coach, he certainly had the training for that training job, and he's with that young lady over there. 19-10 score. Here's the Lady Braves serve. And Erica Van Bentham gets it over. And Lady Braves set up the net, blocked by the Lady Cats, and that'll be a point for them. Make it a 19-11 game. And in to serve now, Taylor McElfresh for the Lady Cats. And Taylor's serve on the way, a good one. All set up to the net. Oh man, that was a close call on the sideline. Ruled in by the fellow with the red flag there. He was looking right down at it. That was a close call on that sideline. 20-11. And back to serve now, Lainey Smith, a junior, 5'8". Gets it over. Dug by Millsap. Wisenhunt sets it up, and Tanton over. Lady Braves return it. Nice shot by Stroud, but it's one of those that just crept across the net. Easy pickings for Nevada Community. It's one of those, again, you yell, watch out below, because you know they're fixing to put it back on you. A lot of times you just return and do the best you can, and that's the somewhat time result. 21-11 is Nevada Community serving. Whisenhunt sets it up. They didn't like that second hit. There are a tonnage of 2-hit penalties tonight from this crew that is a stickler, to say the least. But they've been consistent from the word go. There's the serve, second hit, and Erica Van Bentham sends it over. Lady Braves will return it. Hit by McElfresh. And it was not much, it didn't get much off the ground. Lady Cats can't do anything with it. And they're being thoroughly embarrassed here in set 2, 23-11. Smith with a serve into the net. Nevada Community leading 23-12. And Lexi Whisenhunt now serving for the Lady Cats. Lexi's serve on the way, a good one. Lady Braves will set up the net as they love to go to that side. Stroud digs it out. Third shot over by Erica Van Bentham. A good kill by Erica to the back line. Had a couple of Lady Braves diving for it back there at the back line. It was a good thing they didn't, their heads didn't meet back there. 23-13 now. Nevada Community leads. Another serve for Whisenhunt. Gets it over, too far, and across the back line. And that sets up a set point. And if the Lady Cats are going to hang around, they may have a ton of them here. Let's see, here's the serve, hit by Stroud. Whisenhunt will pop it up and return for the kill by Tanton. And it's 24-14, so one set point avoided. And Sadie Stroud with the serve for the Lady Cats. Her serve's a good one. Second shot, Lady Braves. Again, they go where they like to over there, and she hit it off one of the Lady Cats, and that'll do it for set 2. A one-sided affair, to say the least. And Nevada Community wins that one 25-14. And they lead 2-0 over the Lady Cats. And unless the Lady Cats find some energy, this third set will be the last. But I've seen them near the deck before and seen them crawl back up off there. And they've got a lot of pride, and they will seek to try to find that in sets ahead here. So back to the original positions. Lady Cats to our left and Nevada Community to our right. Let's take a break here, and we'll be back with set three, and Nevada Community with a 2-0 lead over the Lady Cats. Back in a moment. Well, just about ready to get underway here in set number 3. Both teams back on the court. Libero has checked in for the Lady Braves, and Sadie Stroud also checks in for the Lady Cats. And Lexi Whisenhunt is back to serve here as Lady Cats try to get off the deck here as they're down 2-0. And Whisenhunt's serve is Lady Braves will set it up. Good dig there by McElfresh. Sadie Stroud gets it over to Abby Bayer, and her shot did not clear the net. 1-0 lead for the Lady Braves, who had it all their way tonight. Well, their first set was very competitive. It was a tight one. That serve, trickles across the net. Well, you just hate that when it happens to you. It's kind of funny when it happens to somebody else. 2-0 now. And Nevada Community with another serve here. This one's over a little bit more. Second shot, Whisenhunt over to Tanton. And she hit it over the net, and it went too far. It went wide. She tried to hit it back over her head and ended up out of bounds. 3-0. Lady Braves with a serve. Bayer pops it up. Whisenhunt sets up Tanton. She hammers it back across. Lady Braves keep it alive, return it, and Lady Cats can't dig it off the floor. Lady Braves trying to make quick work of set 3 here. They've got all the momentum. They just won 25-14. They're cruising. There's a serve hit by Abby Bayer. Wisenhunt will set up to Vickery. She slammed it across, but it hit that aerial thing, and that's automatically out of bounds. It's 5-0. Better reinforce the ceilings. If this is the kind of evening the ceiling would collapse. Over to the Lady Cats, and they can't clear the net again. 6-0. Autumn Tanton is encouraging her teammates vigorously to come on, girls. Clapping those hands together. She's a senior with a lot of pride. Lady Cats pop the ball up near the net. Stroud pops it up, but went all the way under the net. She's on the other side of the court. It's 7-0. Nevada Community with another serve. That's 6 in a row. Off Bayer. Wisenhunt will set it toward McElfresh. She hammered it over, and it barely went across Tanton with a real strong hit, but the Lady Braves keep it alive and push it over. Popped up Vickery over to Wisenhunt, and then Autumn Tanton. Lady Braves return it. Wisenhunt pops it up. Stroud sends it high in the air. Maddie Vickery, and did not go over the net. It's 8-0. Serves continue now for Emma Winford, and timeout taken by Coach Justin Manus. And it's Nevada Community 8 and the Lady Cats 0 in set 3. Nevada Community has won the first 2 sets, 25-22 and 25-14. So we'll be back with more of set 3 right after this. Well, the serves will continue now for Emma Winford. She's had 7 in a row. It's 8-0. There's the Nevada Community serve. Second shot by the Lady Cats and over by Vickery. Lady Braves set it up. Blocked, but it stayed on the Lady Cats side. It's 9-0. And Winford with another serve here. Abby Bayer, Wisenhunt pops it up, and Vickery feathers it over and got the point. The Lady Cats break through with a feathery finish there by Maddie Vickery. Makes it 9-1, and Sadie Stroud serving. Trying to get the Lady Cats closer to Nevada Community with a good serve. All up near the net, set up and pushed over. McElfresh over to Wisenhunt, and pushed over by Vickery, and she got a deflection off of Lady Brave, and the Lady Cats have scored the last 2 points to get back to 9-2. And Sadie, just stay back there for a while. Here's Stroud serve, a good one. Second shot, Lady Braves, and over it goes, dug by Wisenhunt. It's in the first row, though, and Maddie Vickery was worried about, I hope that didn't hit a fan down below. And not sure. I think everybody's okay. It's 10-2. And Nevada Community with a serve here. They get it across, hit by Erica Van Bentham. Set up to Tanton, shot blocked, and back on the Lady Cat side, it's 11-2. When it rains, it pours. Perfect storm of terrible situations for the Lady Cats. Good serve by the Lady Braves. Oh, it was hit too far. The Lady Cats managed to dig it off the floor, though, and Erica Van Bentham returns it. Nicely done. Up near the net, Wisenhunt pops it up. Vickery sends it back in the middle of the court, and Van Bentham got it back across. Lady Braves will set it up. Good dig by Wisenhunt. High in the air, Stroud over to Vickery. She gets it back over. Lady Braves keep it alive and return it. Tanton pops it up. It's set up to Vickery. She slams it, but the Lady Braves keep it alive, but they dug it too much into the net. And a hard-earned point for the Lady Cats, and they're back to within 11-3 with Autumn Tanton serving. Still a lot of volleyball in this game to be played, so the Lady Cats have a chance if they could get hot here. Autumn Tanton serve. Lady Braves get it back across. I think they got no deflection. It was went up into that net and spun out of bounds. Lady Cats back to within 11-4 with Autumn Tanton serving. Got it over. Lady Braves will set up the net, and good dig by Stroud. Wisenhunt sends it to Erica Van Bentham. Shot blocked, but blocked out of bounds. Point for the Lady Cats. And they have clawed back, if you'll pardon the expression, to 11-5. Autumn Tanton with a serve, a good one. And the Braves send it up to the net, blocked by the Lady Cats. And Lady Braves keep it alive and return it. Dug by Wisenhunt. Tanton high in the air. Vickery shot blocked. Sydney Washburn high in the air. The ball sent to Erica Van Bentham. She feathers it over, and the Lady Braves keep it alive. Reset on the net. Dug by Tanton. Wisenhunt will set it up Vickery, and she hammers it. Went across the back line. Nice idea by Maddie Vickery, just a tad too long. And Nevada Community up 12-5. And in to serve now is Che Lee Rivas, one of their seniors for Nevada Community. Serve on the way. Dug by Tanton. Wisenhunt sets it. Sydney Washburn shot blocked. And could not get it back across. Nevada Community with a 13-5 lead. And Rivas with another serve. Serve on the way. Dug by Stroud. Wisenhunt high in the air. Vickery. Her shot went off of net people for Nevada Community. Point for the Lady Cats. And they're back to within 13-6 as Maddie Millsap tries to get the Lady Cats a little closer here. They're down by 7. And Maddie with the serve here gets it over. Lady Braves will set up the net and push it over. Dug by Stroud. Wisenhunt will set it to Erica Van Bentham. And the Lady Braves set up the net again. They hit it off Lady Cat net people and pick up a point, and they lead 14-6. And getting ready to serve is Reagan Pendle. And Reagan's serve is good. Dug there by Millsap, but dug right into the officials' hands in front of the scorers table. Nevada Community up 15-6. And Pendle with another serve. It went across the net. Good dig. Well, it wasn't a good dig. It was good to get to that by Maddie Millsap, but she dug it out of bounds on the sideline. And it's 16-6. Pendle with another serve hit by Tanton. And Wisenhunt couldn't handle it. Now the Lady Cats have just fallen apart again now. And they are down 17-6. Pendle with another serve. Seems like she's served. She's been a big player along that net, too. And now she's serving forever. Hit by Stroud. Wisenhunt pops it up, and Autumn Tanton will return it. Nevada Community sets up the net. Shot blocked by the Lady Cats. The Lady Braves keep it alive. Millsap. Wisenhunt pops it up to Erica Van Bentham. And the Lady Braves dug it too much into the net, and the Lady Cats are back to within 17-7. And Erica Van Bentham will now serve. I have not seen this since they scrimmaged Cumbie way back on the first day of practice. No, that's not true. The first scrimmage. There's an illegal hit on Nevada Community on the double hit. And the Lady Cats are back to within 17-8. Another serve for Erica Van Bentham. So she missed the scrimmage. She's missed everything. But she's back tonight, and we're glad to see her. The Lady Cats block it, but good play by the Lady Braves to get it back on the Lady Cats side. And Abby Bear with a nice finish for the Lady Cats as they fight to try to get back in this one. They're down by 8 now. It's 17-9. Erica Van Bentham with 2 good serves. We'll have another one here. And Erica with a jump serve gets it across. Lady Braves will set up the net. Off of Erica, goes high into the sky there. Maddie Millsap hit it back across, and it went back over the net. Lady Cats, Abby Bear, that might have been her on that. Anyway, an incredible play by the Lady Cats. Autumn Tanton up to Wisenhunt, and Sadie Washburn, a big hit, but it was just wide. I wonder who did that. Let's see if Doug could tell. You think it was Abby Bear? Or you can't tell. If you've seen one blonde ponytail, you've seen them all. And they both got them. I thought it was Maddie Millsap, but it might have been Abby Bayer. There's the serve. The Lady Cats trailing 18-9. They'll set up the net to Washburn, and she finishes, as she always does, with a lot of oomph. She hits that ball hard. It's 18-10. Lady Cats back to within 8, and Taylor McElfresh off the bench for serving for the Lady Cats as they fight to try to get back in this one. Right now they're down by 8, 18-10. McElfresh serve, a good one. Lady Braves, oh, they can't get it back. They had 2 hits on it and ended up on the floor. So it's Lady Cats back to within 7 at 18-11. McElfresh with another serve coming. She had that great serving run that ended the first ball game tonight. Ball up near the net. The Lady Braves found such a big hole in that Lady Cats defense and just put it right in that black hole there. And it is now 19-11. Lady Braves lead. I believe this is Lainey Smith for Nevada Community, hit by Millsap. Wisenhunt sets up Autumn Tanton, and they didn't like the setup. How many times have I said they didn't like the setup? But they've been consistent all night long. They are sticklers, and they call it that way. Here's the serve. Millsap pops it up. Wisenhunt sets up Autumn Tanton, and she had a big kill. There was a lot of frustration in that one, but Autumn continuing to clap the hands and trying to get her team back in this one here. They trail 20-12. Lexi Wisenhunt serving for the Lady Cats. Lexi serve on the way, a good one. And the Lady Braves set up the net, feather it over. Stroud digs. Wisenhunt popped it up to Abby Bayer, who got it across, and now the crowd began to boo some of these calls against the Lady Cats. 21-12, Nevada Community leading, and they serve. Popped up McElfresh. Wisenhunt sets it. Autumn Tanton, another hard kill, but the Lady Braves kept it alive. Wisenhunt pops it up. Autumn Tanton pops it up. Vickery with a hard hit, and she got a good kill. Maddie Vickery. And the Lady Cats back to within 8 now, 21-13. With Sadie Stroud serving. And Sadie gets it over. Lady Braves will set up the net. Stroud digs. Wisenhunt will set it up to Erica Van Bentham, who feathers it over. Lady Braves keep it alive and return it. Wisenhunt high in the air. Stroud pops it up. Vickery with a fist. Her shot blocked. Lady Cats, I think, have one more, and Tanton got it across. Lady Braves now return it. Shot blocked, but they keep it alive. They scramble and return it. Hit by Stroud. Wisenhunt sets up Erica Van Bentham. Her shot blocked. Stroud over to Wisenhunt to Maddie Vickery, and she hits it. And now the Lady Braves return it. Ball is set up toward Erica Van Bentham, and she hit it off of the Lady Brave. Point for the Lady Cats. Boy, they fought hard for that point. 21-14, down by 7. Sadie Stroud with another serve coming. And Sadie with a serve, and it's an ace. Lady Cats back to within 6, 21-15. Need a little help from the fans down below there, and they provide that. As the ball ended up in the stands. Timeout taken by Nevada Community, their coach Ashley Pruitt. And Nevada Community leading in set 3, 21-15. They won the first 2 sets, 25-22 and 25-14. Let's take a break and be back with more of set 3 right after this. And they reset the last 22 seconds off that 60-second break. Sadie Stroud is serving. The Lady Cats trail by 6 at 21-15. This may be about as close as they've been lately. Lady Braves set up the net. Blocked by the Lady Cats, but the Lady Braves keep it alive, but they had an illegal hit. A double hit. They're calling it both ways. 21-16 in set 3. Sadie Stroud serving. Lady Cats back to within 5 as they continue to scratch and claw. Returned by the Lady Braves, hit by Wisenhunt. McElfresh pops it up, and Wisenhunt will get it back across. Lady Braves will set up the net. and they hit it into a good spot. It deflected off of one of the Lady Cats net people. And it's 22-16 as they are 3 points away from being 3 and out here tonight and going home with a win. Their 21st of the season. There's a serve hit by Erica Van Bentham. Wisenhunt pops it up. Vickery hammers it, but Lady Braves return it. Wisenhunt sets up Tanton. Her shot blocked, and she hit it again. Went off of a Lady Brave, and they hit it into the net. One of their few mistakes that they've made tonight. They've not made many. They've played very, very well. Lady Cats back to within 5, 22-17. Autumn Tanton serving as McElfresh checks out and Sadie Washburn checks in. Here's Autumn's serve. And Lady Braves feather it over, and Erica Van Bentham trying her best to dig that out, ends up down on the floor. And it is now 23-17. Nevada Community 2 points away from walking out of here with a straight sets win. 3-0. Here's the serve by the Lady Braves, hit by Stroud. Wisenhunt will pop it up to Autumn Tanton, who got it over. Lady Braves will set up the net, and the shot blocked, but punched it back across. Stroud high in the air. Wisenhunt pops it up to Vickery. She hammered it back across. The Lady Braves keep it alive, and they hit it into the net. The Lady Cats back to within 5. That's been, I think didn't they get within 4 or something, or did I dream that? Anyway, they're down by 5. That seems to be about as close as they've been able to get, as Maddie Millsap now serving. And here's Maddie Millsap's serve, and it's a good one. And the Lady Braves will set up the net and push it across. Stroud digs it into the net. The Lady Cats got it. Oh, no, don't tell me that. After a beautiful 3-hit job to get it back, they said one of those was technically not a hit and was a lift. So the Lady Cats are now down to their final, they're at set point. Here's the serve, dug by Millsap. Oh, but she dug it too far back across, and the Nevada Community Braves put an end to this one. And they win 25-18. Well, just to look like a tired Lady Cat team against a team playing very, very well that was quite fresh. It reminds me of a championship game in that Tyler tournament the Lady Cats were in, where they caught a break. They got an hour's rest and played a team that had strong back-to-backs, including one of those 5-set crushers. And they really dominated that team that night, and this is what this looked like tonight as Nevada Community comes in here and wins 3-0 against the Lady Cats, who played a doubleheader tonight. And the first one was a 5-set grinder that I thought they were defeated. But on what would have been the 15th point for Pleasant Grove, there was a hitting violation. And the Lady Cats went on to take advantage of that, as you should, if you get that opportunity. And they won that match 3-2. But this one was just over before it started. Really an anticlimactic finish to what had been a nice evening before this, but this was not a thing of beauty at all. It was tough to watch, to be honest with you. And Nevada Community wins by the score 3-0. 25-22, 25-14, and 25-18. Good, solid win for a 20-win team, Nevada Community. The Lady Cats now slip to 24-7. But you know what? Friday night they'll be 0-0 because so will Royce City, as it's the beginning of district play, and all these games that preceded this, including these two tonight, mean very little in the big scheme of things, which is mostly determined by district games and playoff games. So in that kind of big worldview, a loss to Nevada Community tonight means not much. But it's a good win for them, and it's one that they can build on, and as they enter their district games, and can remember that they came into Sulphur Springs and got a win against a top 25 team in Class 5A. Texas Girls Coaches Association poll, Lady Cats number 24 as of today. That poll updated as of today. They have been in that poll for seemed like 5 or 6 weeks. Let's go ahead and wrap this one up. Again, Doug Haston providing the video as he always does. And the Lady Cats win one and lose one overall tonight, defeating Pleasant Grove 3-2. But the one you just saw here, Lady Cats versus Nevada Community, and Nevada Community wins 25-22, 25-14, and 25-18. Lady Cats now 24-7, and next for them is district play, and they will be in Royce City with the football team. The Lady Cats will play at 5 o'clock. The football game will kick off at 7:30, as both volleyball and football playing in the same town, and that's hard to do because the football district only has 2 teams that are in the district that every other team has for Sulphur Springs. There's every other team schedule, and then there's the football schedule. And part of the synergy is Royce City, and that's where the action will be Friday night. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm Don Julian with your play-by-play. Once again, our final score here from Wildcat Gym: Nevada Community 3 and the Lady Cats 0. Thank you for joining us, and so long, everybody.